Hello and welcome back to The English Frenzy, the podcast where we make English fun, practical, and totally unboring. I'm Dean.
And I'm Pam. And oh my goodness, Dean, we have such a great episode lined up today.
We really do. But before we dive in, we just want to take a quick second to say thank you. Seriously, thank you to every single listener who tunes in week after week. You guys are the reason we keep showing up to this microphone.
Absolutely. And if you're new here, welcome to the Frenzy. If you're enjoying the show, please do us a tiny favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with a friend who's learning English. It genuinely helps us reach more people who need it.
It takes 2 seconds and it means the world to us. Okay, now today's episode. Pam, tell them what we're getting into.
Okay, so today we are talking about interview English, specifically common phrases that native speakers and fluent professionals use in job interviews. These are phrases that can make you sound confident, polished, and totally prepared.
And trust me, knowing what to say is only half the battle. Knowing how to say it, what it means, and when to use it, that's what gets you the job.
Exactly. So we're going to go through about 10 really solid phrases, explain what they mean, give some examples, and maybe have a little fun along the way.
Maybe. Let's go. All right, let's start with the very beginning of an interview, the opener. And the first phrase is one you've almost certainly heard before. Tell me about yourself.
Oh, the classic. Now, this isn't technically a phrase you say, it's what the interviewer says to you. But how you respond sets the entire tone of the interview.
Right, and a really common phrase people use in response is, I'm a results-driven professional. So, Pam, what does results-driven mean?
Great question. Results-driven means you focus on achieving outcomes. You don't just work hard, you work to accomplish something measurable. Like, you don't just answer emails all day, you close deals, hit targets, finish projects.
So instead of saying, I work really hard, you say, I'm a results-driven professional who thrives under pressure. Instantly sounds more impressive, right?
Way more impressive. Another one you'll hear a lot at the start of interviews is, I'm passionate about fill in the blank. I'm passionate about marketing. I'm passionate about helping customers.
Passionate is such a powerful word in English. It means you don't just like something, you genuinely care about it deeply. It shows enthusiasm and dedication.
But here's a little tip. Don't overuse it. If you say, I'm passionate about 10 different things in one interview, it starts to lose its meaning.
I'm passionate about spreadsheets. I'm passionate about coffee breaks. I'm passionate about...
Okay. Pick your top 1 or 2 things and really own it.
All right, moving on to talking about your skills. This is where people often use the phrase, I'm a team player.
Yes, a team player is someone who works well with others. They collaborate, they share credit, they support their colleagues. In English, this phrase signals that you're easy to work with.
And interviewers love this one because most jobs require teamwork. You might say, I consider myself a strong team player. In my last role, I worked closely with a cross-functional team to launch a new product on time.
See how Dean didn't just say, I'm a team player, and stop there. He gave an example. Always back up your phrases with evidence.
Now, a phrase that often comes up when discussing skills is, I like to think outside the box.
Ooh, I love this one. Thinking outside the box means coming up with creative, original solutions, not just doing things the same old way. The box represents conventional thinking, so going outside it means being innovative.
For example, I enjoy thinking outside the box to solve problems. When our team was stuck on a budget issue, I proposed a completely new approach that saved us 20%.
Perfect. Creative, specific, impactful.
Another big one for skills, I take ownership of my work.
Taking ownership means being responsible for what you do, the good and the bad. It means you don't make excuses. If something goes wrong, you step up, acknowledge it, and fix it.
This phrase tells an interviewer that you're accountable, mature, and trustworthy. Huge green flag.
I believe in taking full ownership of my projects. If something doesn't go as planned, I look for solutions rather than placing blame. Okay, let's talk about work ethic phrases, how you describe your attitude toward work.
I go the extra mile.
I love this phrase. Going the extra mile means doing more than what's expected. You don't just do the minimum, you put in that extra effort to deliver something exceptional.
It comes from an old idea of traveling further than required. And in a work context, it means going beyond the job description to deliver value.
I always go the extra mile for my clients. Even after a project is delivered, I follow up to make sure everything is working smoothly.
I hit the ground running.
This one always makes me picture someone jumping off a moving train.
Which is basically what starting a new job feels like. But hit the ground running means you start working productively immediately, no slow warm-up period. You're efficient from day one.
Interviewers love this phrase because hiring and onboarding new employees is expensive. If you can demonstrate that you'll be productive quickly, that's very attractive.
I'm confident I'll hit the ground running. I've worked in this industry for 5 years, so I understand the challenges and the pace.
And one more work ethic phrase. I'm proactive.
Being proactive means you don't wait to be told what to do. You anticipate problems, take initiative, and act before being asked. The opposite is being reactive, only responding after something happens.
So, a proactive person sees a problem on the horizon and addresses it before it becomes a crisis. Employers love proactive people because they save time, money, and stress.
I'm a very proactive person. I don't wait for problems to find me. I like to anticipate challenges and put solutions in place early.
All right, this next section is about how you talk about your weaknesses and growth, because almost every interview asks, what's your greatest weakness?
Ah, the dreaded question.
And a phrase people often use when answering is, I'm continuously working on.
This is a smart phrase because it turns a weakness into a growth story. Instead of just saying, I'm bad at public speaking, you say, public speaking is something I'm continuously working on. I've started taking workshops and volunteering to present at team meetings, and I've seen real improvement.
See the difference? You're honest, but you're also showing self-awareness and effort. That's what interviewers want to see.
Another great phrase here is, I leverage my experience.
To leverage means to use something to your advantage. In interviews, this often means using skills or knowledge from past roles to benefit your new job.
Leverage actually comes from the word for a lever. You know, the simple machine that lets you lift heavy things with less effort. So leveraging your experience means using what you already have to get better results.
In this role, I'd leverage my 5 years of experience in customer success to build stronger client relationships from day one.
Okay, we're getting toward the end of an interview now, and there are a couple of really important phrases for closing strong.
I'm eager to contribute.
Eager means enthusiastic and ready. To contribute means to add value to the team or organization. Together, this phrase tells the interviewer you're motivated and ready to make a difference.
I'm really eager to contribute to your team's goals. From what I've read about the company, I believe my background in data analysis would add a lot of value.
Love it. And finally, I'm open to feedback.
This one is underrated. Being open to feedback means you're humble enough to accept criticism and use it to grow. Employers want people who don't crumble when corrected. They want people who improve.
I'm very open to feedback. In fact, I actively seek it out. It's how I know where to focus my development.
That sentence alone will make a great impression. Trust us.
All right, that brings us to the end of today's episode. And what an episode it was!
Let's do a quick recap of all the phrases we covered today. Ready?
Hit it!
Results-driven. You're focused on achieving measurable outcomes. I'm passionate about. You genuinely care about your field. I'm a team player. You work well with others.
Think outside the box. You're creative and innovative. Take ownership. You're accountable and responsible. Go the extra mile. You exceed expectations.
Hit the ground running. You get productive quickly. I'm proactive. You take initiative. I'm continuously working on. You're self-aware and committed to growth.
Leverage my experience. You use your background strategically. I'm eager to contribute. You're motivated to add value. I'm open to feedback. You're humble and growth-minded.
12 powerful phrases. If you can use just a few of these naturally in your next interview, I promise you'll sound more confident and more professional.
Practice them. Write them down. Use them in front of a mirror. Own them.
And remember, language is a skill. The more you use it, the better you get. So keep practicing, keep listening, and keep being frenzy-level enthusiastic about English.
On that note, thank you so much for listening to the English Frenzy. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe, leave us a review, and share it with someone who's preparing for a job interview.
We'll be back next week with another episode. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep speaking English like you own it.
Oh, wait, before we go, Pam, you know we always end with a joke.
Oh no! Okay, let's hear it, Dean.
Why did the job applicant bring a ladder to the interview?
Why?
Because they heard the position was at a high level, they wanted to step up for the role.
That is terrible. That is genuinely terrible.
Great job today,
I love
keep it up.
Thank you, thank you. I'm here
See
all
you
week.
next
Bye,
time.
everyone.
Bye.